Move on to discuss Trent Alexander-Arnold potentially leaving Liverpool for Real Madrid. And how big of a loss would that be for Liverpool if it happens? Um, you know, this is something that's starting to catch steam over the last few weeks because it's a situation every day that goes by and we don't get an announcement that Trent has extended his contract with Liverpool is closer to that move. And as the days get numbered, the reality starts to become inevitable more and more day by day by day. And it's and look, it's there's a lot of ways you can go about it. Um, Now there's reports right now that obviously Madrid has made Trent Alexander-Arnold a priority. There's also a report that um, that came out that Trent Alexander-Arnold does not plan on renewing with Liverpool, and that he will make that move to Real Madrid. Um, and yeah, that's a really really hard hard pill to swallow if you're a Liverpool fan, Liverpool supporter. This player, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, came up the ranks, is a Scouser himself, leaving your club to your European nemesis, essentially the team that took two Champions League titles away from Liverpool in the last 5 or 6 years, and then they eliminated them in another two knockout stage games. It's been Liverpool have never been able to take advantage of Real Madrid, been able to get past in Real Madrid, and now they're a player, someone that's supposed to be Liverpool through and through, is gonna leave for Real Madrid. That is a hard pill to swallow, I do have to say. Now the fit for Real Madrid is perfect. The best club in the world is signing the best right back in the world. Real Madrid, they've lacked that quality in terms of fullbacks for a pretty long time now. Dani Carvajal, he got a lot of praise after this summer's European Championship, and just overall his consistency. Look, he's a really really good fullback. He's very very consistent, but would would he's not a top, like he's a you could say you would probably say he's a world class right back, but he hasn't been a world class right back for a long time. He hasn't been that. He's not a right back that'll go down in history. Trent Alexander-Arnold has that quality, has that ability. In Real Madrid, they've had fullbacks that haven't been the best defenders. Specifically talking about Marcelo, they've took advantage of their quality going forward, and they've been able to defend well as a unit and protect, Marcelo. I just think it's a match made in heaven. Trent Alexander-Arnold going to Real Madrid. He has the quality to play for Real Madrid. I think he has the character as well, the bottle to play in the pressure of having that badge. He has his best friend, Jude Bellingham, his England national team best friend, also involved. It seems like Jude Bellingham is probably involved with the recruitment process of this. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. And it just shows, this is happening, or I don't know. I don't know if this is happening. I'm still a little reluctant to say it's almost a done deal. I'm reluctant to say that because Trent Alexander-Arnold has a chance at Liverpool to have Steven Gerrard's legacy. Now, I don't think you can really triumph Steven Gerrard's legacy because it's a little hard to do that as a fullback. You're just not involved. When you're Steven Gerrard, you're the midfielder, you're running the show. Even though he's really important, Trent Alexander-Arnold, as a right back, you can't really necessarily run the show. but he can still go down as a massive club legend. You know, he's already won. And the thing is, too, the difference between Steven Gerrard and Trent is, if Steven Gerrard, he never, he had that Champions League, but he didn't lift the Premier League. Trent Alexander-Arnold has already won the Champions League and Real Madrid and the Premier League, and he's only sitting at 26 years old. So he has a chance to really increase that trophy cabinet. Now, that being said, you go to Real Madrid and you're taking it to the whole next level. Your trophy cabinet is about to, you're gonna need a second closet if you go to Real Madrid. You're gonna have so many medals. And I think for Trent, he's valuing getting as much trophies as possible and being well renowned for the best right back he can be worldwide than just that pure Liverpool legacy, the connection with Anfield, the connection with the Liverpool fans, the pure legacy that he wants to have as Liverpool for being a Liverpool great. I think he's valuing, wanting to be renowned as a world great, because Real Madrid is a whole new scope when you become a Real Madrid player. That's when the casual soccer fans who don't watch day in, day out, that don't really have as much knowledge as us diehards, that, when you become a Real Madrid player, you start getting on the lips of those sort of people. You start getting a worldwide brand to yourself. I think David Beckham, he really fancied that as well when he made that move to Real Madrid, because I don't think David Beckham would be as world-renowned as he was today if he didn't make that move to Real Madrid. Because, look, at Manchester United, he still had a lot of, from what I heard, obviously I wasn't around at that time, but I was really, really young. He still had a lot of, fame to him. But when you put on the Real Madrid jersey, you're worldwide, you're international. And I think Trent is valuing that. I think Trent is valuing trying to win as many trophies as possible. Really having multiple Champions Leagues, winning, in domestic cup. And as an Englishman, more domestic titles. And as an Englishman too, it's really a special thing to go play foreign club and win trophies for a club like Real Madrid, because it's pretty rare. Now we're seeing it a little bit more with, Jude Bellingham playing at Real Madrid. Dortmund, they've had their English players. Bellingham was there, Jadon Sancho, Van Gittens right now. But it's, more likely than not, you're a top English player. You're playing for Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, or Liverpool. You're playing for, or maybe even Tottenham. You're playing for those 5-6 clubs. That's it. No other, if you're a top English player, you're more likely or not playing for one of those clubs. So it has a chance. You have a chance of making that move to Real Madrid and being a unique player because of his, because when you think of the David Beckhams, the Steve McManamans, they have that unique nature to them when you think about them because they made that move to play overseas. You don't see that much. So there's that element that he might be fancying. But at the end of the day, I just think he wants to win as many trophies as possible. And I'm saying this as if he's made that decision. If he makes the move to Real Madrid. Because, I have a hard time believing that he would allow it to, unless Liverpool are just being very very non-communicative. If you're Trent and you want to stay at Liverpool, don't think you would, go this long without signing that extension. I don't believe it. I think, I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly have to say, maybe this could all be a negotiation tactic for Trent Alexander-Arnold. But comes January, he's free to sign with whoever he wants for free. That's, wow.